What? Out of stock? Are you kidding me? Again? What is going on, you lovely 8,000 plus fans? Welcome back to the Dorky and 40 channel. I'm Chad. Friday night, so let's get back on track here. It is time for Fast on Facebook. First thing we're going to talk about, of course, is the Voodoo Tire dilemma. Now, my opinion on the Voodoo Tires is, hey, I run really good sub 2 second for myself on the reactions with foam without the Frank's pink lemonade, which is pretty pricey, 30 bucks a bottle. With shipping, I guess it's not too bad, but I'll stick with what I got for now. Now, we can have a little bit of fun here on the Friday night Facebook show, so don't get offended if something happens. I'm really not like this in real life, I swear. So, of course, the big hula this week was that Voodoo Tires went on a pre-order sale, and the other big hoopla was Voodoo resellers went on a sale immediately thereafter. One of these days I'll get some, or Proline or somebody will come out with a tire that's better, and then all of this will go away. That's pretty much my dilemma. I've never tried to get any. I've never logged on. I didn't go to try to take advantage of this and click to try to win the clicking lottery. None of that stuff. So that is cool. You guys enjoy all of that stuff. We're going to jump on first to the Nprc experience, and there's a lot of people that are picking up cars here. Nigel picked up a Losi over a Slash. I think that's a good move. I know there's a lot of Slash people out there, including my boy Power Mad, which tears it up with his Slash. He puts a lot of time and effort and work to it. Of course, it shows. Go check out his channel. You're going to see how fast that guy actually is. He's in Florida, so he's probably getting ready for a test and tune right now. Drive RC, of course, has released a new body. That looks pretty sweet. A lot of people posting YouTube videos lately. Wonder who started that. So we have a big discussion here about final drive ratio. And final drive ratio basically is when you take your spear and your pinion and you do some math and how many gears are in your transmission, and you get like this magic number. Now that magic number can be achieved more than once because many combinations of the spur and the pinion will actually give you that combination or final drive ratio. My results have pretty been consistent with Marcus saying here that really you can run the two different combinations, whether you have a high spur and low pinion or high pinion and low spur. The bigger difference is the reason why you see a lot of the people now running a large spur gears, 100 tooth, 104 tooth, 106 tooth, is that you use the larger spur gear with the larger pinion and you get a better gear mesh. Better gear mesh is going to be less resistance, less heat, and could equal in. Bubba Crowder has put a question up. Should you change the ESC when upgrading the motor? And it sounds like he's upgrading stuff from a stock DR10. So of course you could run almost any upgraded motor you wanted to on there. It's just whether or not it's going to run efficiently and good, Bubba. My recommendation would be to go ahead and, if you're going to stick with that stock chassis, is to run something like the DRK with a nice solid 4-turn or 3.5 turn motor. Get to really know the car, learn RC. It seems like you admitted that you're pretty new here. Watch my channel. I'll post a link here for you so you can check out some stuff that I did, because we were all new to this like a year and a half ago. So don't worry, you can catch up very quickly. Of course, earlier this week, maybe it was last week, Mark Vine did announce that he is going to R1 Electronics. Good for him. That's awesome. Anything that Mark does is going to benefit all of us. I wish him lots of success in that journey and keep on rocking and rolling out there, Mark Vine. On to my favorite, the RC No Prep Junkies page. A lot of cool looking bodies and paint jobs here. I'm actually doing some buggy painting right now, so that is pretty cool. People selling off different motors. Again, a lot of the same bodies. Voodoo talk, of course. And a lot of people comment about, since Voodoos aren't widely available, that perhaps they should be banned at certain races. I don't know how I feel about that. I kind of get where people are coming from, but the reality of this is that there's an upper echelon of racers that are team drivers for certain different manufacturers that are already using products that you and I can't get. whether it be certain chassis parts, firmware, tires, you name it. So where do you draw that line? There's a lot of things and a lot of interpretation that would probably go bad and just put more of a stink on the sport. And there's already an influx of people that I see from my FPV days, and people explain about how RC sports have progressed. Remember, we are all in this together, guys. Mark Bass had a little accident here with his car. Oof, that's gonna sting a little bit. Ooh, that piece right there at the end of the second toe there, man. Oof, that hurts. Tom is asking about the brisket chassis. Of course, you know that is what is on my DR10. I didn't get to race the brisket chassis a lot, just because I dedicated all of my time to the breakout car. But I love it. I can't wait to get it back out there. It might even be the first car that I bring out this year just to play around with and test out some new things. Another dramatic episode that I've seen on Facebook lately is the discussion of using instant green versus a track light timing system. Now, I'm totally all about the instant green. Randomized, everybody go. The tree system, even though I know it can be randomized, you know, I think if you're going to certain races or clubs and they're using the tree system that they race on, that is kind of an unfair advantage. I don't really see how anybody could disagree with that. Maybe it's just that I have too much common sense, or it could be the 2 master's degrees. You let me know what you think. I've also seen people talk about starting new classes of cars, like a VXL only class here. I've seen Dennis doing the front wheel drive thing, which is pretty cool. I don't think he's really trying to start a class. I think he's just, you know, playing around and having some fun, which is awesome with the RC. And I still see a lot of discussion about people wanting to try different radios because they would rather pay a couple $100 for the Noble than for the Sanwa. One warning about buying that Noble: if you guys get that, make sure you get that off of a USA seller. I've heard that if you order through Hobby King and a couple other outside retailers, that you could be in for a complete mess. So try to come close to home or to Fly Sky as possible for that order. Interesting question here from Jonathan. Jonathan is asking about weight. Jonathan, my car is super heavy and it still runs 2 seconds. I think a heavier car is just easier to control and drive. Eventually you'll get the hang of it on there, and you know, I'm going to start cutting weight on mine, especially since 5-Star has created like every upgrade part in the book. And boy, on the McClamp group, it's just a lot of cross posting and everything else. So it looks like I mean, I'm even seeing the same gifs, whatever, being posted. Boy, wow, they've even infiltrated the Castle Mamba. Raul, you're Wes, Raul, the Phoenix, man, cross posting like crazy, everybody. It's all right. I used to be there. All right, let's check out on the homies over at 5-Star Hobbies and see what's going on. And hey, guess what? Raul's here too. Again, 5-Star just has so many options. I don't even know where to start with what I want to run next year. Hopefully these boys get this stuff all figured out. I mean, when I started off with the breakout chassis, I ran Todd's exact setup, and I really haven't made that many modifications to it besides a few parts that are coming out. So some cool things that they just, you know, they're turning us, they're pulling away from that buggy kit type of thing. And you can see this here, they're doing their own gearbox with gears and stuff like that that's coming out. So that's going to be pretty cool. So it's good to see that a lot of people are going that way. That should make things a little bit easier and cheaper for people to get in. Probably not by much, but at least you could just buy one kit and everything will come in the box versus buying 2 different things and having to mash it all together. That's going to do it, guys. There's really not a whole lot out there this week. I think everybody is getting ready for Christmas. I know I am. I hope all of you have a Merry Christmas and that everybody is safe out there and doing lovely. Again, thank you for all the support, and we will see you on the next video. Peace.